Content warning, content warning. The following show consists of a host that chain smokes like a train going through a tunnel. Possible potty mouth language, but we will do our best not to be all potty mouth all up in here, along with discussions of fictitious violence and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah! All right. Let's do that whole thing again because I like the music. All right, guys, how you doing? All right, guys, how you guys doing out there? And welcome to the Hobby Hall. Now, this is the show where we take a whole bunch of stuff that we've been making and building and talking about and all that other stuff, and we either make it on screen, we build it on screen, but today, we're playing with it. That's right. Today, you know what? I've been looking at all the stuff that I've been building, and I've been such a lonely boy. I'm a lonely boy. Such a lonely boy. Oh, I got a line that keeps me waiting. I can sing it back to avoid a strike. I got a line that keeps me waiting. That's right, guys. And you know what? We're gonna talk about all that stuff, but I want you people to file in. Let's have a little bit of fun. I want to say what is going on to my people in chat, like Carthulu and Ella, and of course Grey Ghost and Neon Arlecchino. You know what? Let's just keep on grooving with that music. Hang on. All right, there we go. Oh man, Grey Ghost 82, Drop Snatch, Carthulu. We've also got in the chat our regular old people that keep this place going, such as Call of Cthulhu, Vine, Constrict, and you guys. And if you guys are watching over on YouTube, well, guess what? Y'all got like a few more seconds before we go, because there's like a 6 to 7 second lag between whatever we do over there and over here. So yeah, let's just keep doing that whole thing. But yeah, so if you guys want to get a hold of me, you guys know what to do. All right, you guys know you could totally email me at places like Back in the Deck. Well, let me just pull that up there. backinthedeck@gmail.com, blah 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 blah. You guys know what all that is. Okay, I'm tired of taking these 10 minutes to be like, yeah, 10 minutes for this, because people are like, oh, he's just plugging himself. You know what? So today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite games and what to do when you're a lonely boy like me, because I'm a lonely boy. I got a lot to keep me waiting. Oh my god, that's right. We got Nerd Soul in the house. What is going on, guys, over there on YouTube? We're talking NERD SOUL, bringing you that street geek and that nerd soul all the way from the East Coast now, man. I'm missing you, man. I'm missing you, and it doesn't matter how much I work on my aim, all right? I'm serious. It really is a thing. So let us deal with all of that stuff, and you know what? That's about enough of the damn party because I'm a chain smoker and all that stuff. So today we are going to talk about some of the things about community, and I don't mean the show with the show from Dan Harmon. All right, I'm talking about um one of the things it's like to how can I put this? Well, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff, a lot that I want to play and talk about and hang out with people in regards to stuff. But I'm a middle-aged man, which means my friends are not just middle-aged, but some of them are getting up there in years. That means people are homebodies. Not to mention, as much as I love where I live and I love my city and I love my people, I live in Los Angeles, California, home to some of the most self absorbed, completely blind people when it comes to interacting with others. It's like there's always this power struggle. That's like, no, you come over here. No, I don't want to go over there. Well, if we get together, let's do something on my terms. Well, we did something on your terms the last 4 times. Can we do something? It's always just a matter of battling other people's insecurities. And oh my God, it is so sick. Go ahead, at me. I don't care. As a matter of fact, hang on. Yeah, because I'm real with you guys. All right, so there you go, at me right there, back in the tag at gmail.com and all of that jazz. Because seriously, I've been doing a lot of research, okay, because research is what I do. It's part and parcel, part of the whole wizard gig. And a lot of people aren't exactly clear on why they do a lot of stuff. Okay. Now I'm letting you guys know flat out, I love games. All right. I love games. I love playing games. I love, I don't really love making my little toy soldiers, but it's gaining on me. But I love writing stories. I love talking to people. I love interacting. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And I also love community. And I mean like social interaction, and a lot of folks out in my neck of the woods, they love talking and they love feeling. And what do I mean by that? And this is something that may actually apply to you guys as well. A lot of folks get involved in stuff like nerd culture, like comic books and D&D and cyberpunk, like role-playing games or miniatures games and stuff like that. And some people get into it because they genuinely like the thing. But a lot of people get into this stuff because they want to feel part of a community. All right. They want to feel like they're in. And where I was growing up, we used to be like, yo, man, you ain't got a lot to kick it. If you ain't down with what we doing, then let us know what you want to do, and we might actually be able to come to some sort of compromise and all that stuff. But it's a thing. But yeah, you ain't got a lot to kick it. But a lot of folks, especially folks in some of the circles that I used to run in, they don't just want to be part of a community. They want to be the leader of that community. That's what a lot of folks. They don't just want to feel like they're a part of, they want to feel in charge of. And it is definitely like, yeah, oh yeah, there you go, Vine Construct. You don't have to like video games or my comic books. That's right. You have to like your video games and your comic books because they're yours. You paid for them. You're spending the time on them and all that stuff. But the thing is, there seems to be a desire for, I don't want to say unnecessary, but misplaced compromise. And when I say that, I mean a lot of folks that are out there were very unhappy with their adolescent years. Some peaked in high school or feel as though they peaked in high school. Others felt like they never really got a fair break, But the fact is, a lot of folks are carrying around a lot of trauma from the past, and they carry that into all things. And one of the things that they do poorly, and this is what Back in the Deck has been trying to help folks with, is communicate. Okay, communication. I say all the time, communication is a really, really, really big thing. All right. And a lot of folks are like, well, I'm not really interested. Well, why not? Well, I'm like, dude, we can't have a conversation like this. So when it comes down to it, I kind of get stuck with a couple of options when it comes to how to spend my free time. Okay. That means I could go over to people's houses. A lot of the times that means I have to travel to the white part of town, which can be a little dangerous for me after dark. But once I get there, I have to listen to them relive their glory days or just watch them drink and smoke pot. Which I don't mind every once in a while, but yeah, not really, 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 really something I want to spend every single weekend doing. You know what I mean? I like playing games. I like learning new games. Like, one of the things I really enjoy is new relationship energy when it comes to games. All right. And what does that mean? What is this crazy man talking about? Well, I'm talking about the feeling that you get when you've learned a new game and it's exciting and it's new and you're like, yeah, let's do this. One of the YouTubers that I watch a lot, they and I have a major thing in common, being we are addicted to starter kits. Oh my god. And when I definitely like want to get into something, I ran with a gamer crew for a long time that was everything that you thought a Grocknar was. We don't like stuff that's different. We've been playing this game forever and a day. And as much as we spend playing the game, which ain't much, we really just like complaining about how the game could be better. That's what we like talking about games that we play. That's what we prefer to do. Ah, look at me. So I'm like, yeah, but guys, there's so many good things out there. Like let's go out there. And then I realized something. I have become a gaming freak. Oh my God, I'm a freak. People look at me and they're like, oh God, what is that thing? And it's like, that thing that you're looking at, my friend, is someone who enjoys liking things, right? And people are like, no, I don't know what you're going to do. No, you can't like stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no, I like enjoying things. I like smiling. I like having fun. I like playing. Not winning necessarily. What's going on, Nerdy Brew? Oh, the nerdy entrepreneur. What is going on, man? You go out there, I would say make that money, but I make a lot of money because I have printers, but it's really hard passing it. So you go out and earn your keep and make more and be an ethical businessman, or woman, or anything that is other than those two. You do you, man. You do you. So yeah, and that's really like a thing. There's a lot of people are like, we don't like stuff that's different from what we already did. And there's this fear of changing, say, a society or a culture or tradition. They're getting rid of our way of life, and I'm just like, guys, if your way of life is remembering when stuff used to be fun and complaining about how it isn't now, is that a lifestyle, a tradition that's worth keeping? As you guys, longtime people that have been watching these shows know, I grew up in the place that you go after you die. If you've been a terrible person, all right, I'm talking brimstone, all that other stuff. So as an adult with my own money and my own house and my own time and my kids are grown and all that stuff, yeah, when it comes to that, I kind of like spending my time doing things I truly enjoy, things that make me smile. So, yep, reliving the glory days and bemoaning the present. What's the matter with kids these days? Nothing. They're just as obnoxious as you were. And I'm serious about that. That is a hill I'm willing to die on. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, okay? We are talking Jerry curls, Aquanet, super large pants, which was actually kind of funny because in the 80s, everyone wore spandex. And then in the early 2000s, everyone wore pants that were literally big enough to fit in one leg. You got one leg, you know? So, yeah, seriously, um, part of growing up and discovering who you are, that's always going to be obnoxious, guys. At least it's going to be obnoxious to the people who think they already know who they are. You know what I mean? So, what do? I say, y'all have fun, do your thing, and join me for some of my fun. Now, speaking of joining me for some of my fun, as you guys know, I have been studying a great deal of Warhammer 40K. Okay, um, I have been studying so much Warhammer 40K. It has been enlightening. Like the lore is kind of cool if you are not like me and you don't really care about good guys and bad guys. Like, they call it Grimdark for a reason. 'Cause, man, and every time I get through a story or something, I see Ryan Reynolds going, "Man, you're so dark. Are you sure this isn't the DC cinematic universe?" Ugh. You know, but it's kind of cool. But as you guys know, I don't like the game. I don't play the game. I don't buy into the game because it's really, 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 really expensive as far as miniatures games goes. And real talk, this is the channel that's here for people that like doing stuff more than they like buying stuff. All right, that's real talk. Um, as you guys know, I have an entire 3D printer farm. Okay, I make miniatures, I make terrain, I make scenery, and you guys see me on this channel week after week painting and talking about the stuff. So, what I want to do, um, we got nerds all over there going, "Yeah, nah, but we were better." No, we weren't. Okay, we really weren't. Okay, and trust me, bro. I grew up in the days of Run DMC. You grew up in the time of Wu Tang, and we were just as obnoxious as my parents, who grew up with George Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelic. Although I'm not gonna lie, I think their parties were a lot better than ours. Anyway, let's see. There's no good guys in 40K, no moderates. It's self-parody that got taken way too seriously. Yep, exactly. But what I do have to say is this stuff looks really cool. um, and as you guys know, or if you're new to the channel and all that stuff, I am a really big fan of Grimdark Future and most of the games from One Page Rules. All right. Um, Again, I am real. It's their model, wargaming made simple and fun, and I'm like, yeah, seriously, you know, looking at all this stuff, and this is Grimdark Future. The free version of 40K, especially if you got out of 40K and you still have a whole closet full of minis that you don't want to sell because you work so hard on them, play this instead. There's the Grimdark Firefight, which we will be covering today. And of course, if you guys aren't into the grimdark science fiction, then there's the Age of Fantasy, where you can have your elves shoot at your people and your dwarves and all of that jazz, right? Same with the skirmish thing. Now, what I want to clear up here real quick, though, is hey, their boomy boxes and their and their disrespectful short pants. Hey, you know what? I rock the boombox and I could skate really well. If you know, you know. And if you know, you're old. Anyway, oh God, yes, coffee. So, today, today we are going, or you guys are going to hang with me as we actually play a game. All right. Now, I've spent the past couple of hours because I had some computer problems, because y'all know how that goes. Like, the computer problems are just like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, you want to do, oh, this is cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. You want to look at some stuff. Okay. Yeah. Look at you wanting to look at stuff. That's just amazing. Guess what? We don't do that here. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a game of Grimdark Firefight. Now, I'm going to walk you guys through how to play this game And we are going to play this game based on the new stuff that's been out for Warhammer 40K and the latest trend that's out there. Now, one of the biggest trends, okay, because Warhammer is so original, are these things called Space Hulks, which are really, 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 really big spaceships. And most of the gameplay in this stuff consists of you've gotten onto a ship. You don't know what's around. Everything is in the dark, and something's going to jump out and eat you because that's what they do, right? Oh, yeah. Frank Herbert. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Frank Herbert. Like, Dune is my jazz. Um, so, um, but here's the thing, and I've talked about this on the air many, 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 many times, which was the starter sets for this is $210 just for the terrain. All right, just for the playset. No action figures, no minis, not even a rule book. And I'm like, no, we can do better. So, yes, actually, I am going to, yes, Neon, or sorry, Call of Cthulhu. I am actually going to make a how to play as soon as I get the script right. Okay, I want to make this. I want to make my how-to tutorial no more than 15 minutes, but I also want it to be clear and concise because the gameplay is simple. Um, and I'm trying to start a community of that stuff down here. Okay, down here in Los Angeles. There's one in Riverside, California, and I really don't like paying $50 a trip to go play a game. Okay, and that's how much it would cost in gas if I took the truck out to Riverside from where I live. So, um, so let's head on over to the hobby hall and let's talk about what this stuff is going to be. All right, what it's going to look like, and how we can check that out. Okay, so let's head on over. Oh yeah, look at that, baby! Look at that. Oh, this is our board, and you guys might recall this stuff from last week and all that jazz. So, what have we got to do? What have we got? Well, this game is coming down to a couple of to a couple of things. Now, in this game, all right, in this particular edition of this game, did I say edition? I mean session. Um, we will have um soldiers that have found a spaceship. Now, the spaceship could possibly be infected with aliens that are trying to take over the world. So what are we going to do? Well, they're going to go on into that spaceship, find the reactor core, and blow it up. All right. But the reactor core has three, count them, um, three active areas to be reacted to. But on the ship, there might be bugs. And why bugs? Because I saw Aliens when it came out and I liked it a lot. All right. That is what we're doing. All right. Yeah. So let's get to this. I want to oh man, this is not cool. So I pulled up stuff, and what I'm gonna do here is I am going to show you guys a what a what a uh character sheet, card, stat block, whatever it is you want to call it. I want to show you what they look like. All right, I really want to show you what they look so that you guys can understand everything. And by the end of this little segment, you guys should be able you guys should totally be able to see what we got. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you guys should totally be able to see what we got. And hang on, that's that, display. That? No, not that one. Oh, yeah, that's automatic. No, I don't want the Dell. I want that one. Okay. You guys should totally be able to check out how to play this game and Drew Carey because the price is right. That is terrible. Um and I'm going to walk you guys through the character cards to show um how easy this game is to learn. All right, let's get to this. Wah. Oh, what is this? This is the Master Brother. Oh, it's the Master Brother. Now this guy here, yeah, I'm made up some cards from one of the people in the Facebook. But what we have here is we have quality and defense. Now quality is what you have to roll in order to successfully do something. Specifically, punch, or should I say shoot or stab. It's a quality roll, okay? When it says 3 up, that also means your 3 up means on your dice. We're using 6-sided dice here. You have to roll a 3 or higher, and every die that you roll a 3 or higher with is a successful attempt at doing something. Your defense. When you roll defense, you have to roll your defense number or higher. All right, now quantity means how many are in a unit. And in this game, well, we got 1. How many points? Well, this cost 85 points, and we'll be playing a 250-point game. So, out of the $250 we have to spend on our little army men, this one costs 85. Now, its special traits are fearless. Yay! Hero. Yay! Tough. This means it has hit points. All right. If it does not have a tough rating, that means it only has 1 hit point. But this one has 3 hit points because he's tough. He's the master. He's got War Chant, which is a special effect that we'll be going over during the game, and Veteran Infantry, which is really, really, really awesome. Okay. And when I say really awesome, that means he gets a +1 to his attack rolls. All right. So we're gonna do a little bit more of that, and I promise you guys you're gonna like what you see. This is gonna be some cool stuff. The other folks that we have in this are the rest of his team, being his support brothers. Now they also have a quality of 3, a defense of 3, and these guys are fearless, meaning they'll probably succeed at morale checks when the time comes, and they're relentless. Now that means whenever they're attacking at long range, what they're looking at, and this is really important, whenever they're attacking at long range, what will happen is very, very, very simple. If they roll a 6 or higher on their attack roll, they will get another attack roll, and that is awesome. Okay, that is like really, 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 really awesome, right? And now let's take a look at these weapons. They have one CCW. That means close combat weapon. All right. Now, what does a close combat weapon look like or do? Well, that's simple. A close combat weapon is something that you use to hit someone with. Let's call it a stick. All right. And they have a heavy flamethrower, which I didn't add to this card. But the heavy flamethrower does have a range of, this is what they look like when they're done. 12 inches. 12 inches. That is awesome. That is awesome. So, yeah, a 12-inch heavy flamethrower. All right. And they have A6. Now, every weapon that you get will have an A rating. All right. Like A1. That's how many dice you roll. All right. Yes, brother, deploy the beat stick. Ha ha ha. You know what, Neon Arlecchino? Guess what? It can be a banana. If you want it to be a banana, it can be a banana. You know, I know you rather well, and yes, the Harlequins are in this game. So if you want a bunch of murder elves running around stabbing people with bananas, you can have that. Because, as I say it out loud, that actually sounds pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, yeah, that's the beat stick. And they are going to be going against the aliens. Why? Because I saw aliens. All right. And the aliens are coming down. Oh yeah, you're a bigger fan of Drew Carey, huh? Oh, sorry, the Drukari or the Dark Eldar. Yeah, Drew Carey and those guys. You know, and honestly, let's head back to the regular show here real quick. Woo! All right, there we go. If you think their society is awesome, Neon, seek help. I mean, there are hotlines out there, man. Seriously, they're great hotlines. What is going on? That's right. Cashing in the gift sub. All right. That is awesome. Um, and so yeah, it really is a big thing. So, so what we have in this is bozos and cyberpunk. Mm, I'm a fan. So, so yeah. So the space soldiers have found the thing and it's been overrun with alien bugs. And so, are they going to save any casualties? Or are they going to save anybody that was on the ship? No. Their entire job is to get in there and blow it up. Oh, you maniacs! You blew it up. Now I've got a couple of different cameras, but the cameras are different quality. So with this, it's going to be a little bit of a thing. So they got to get in there and they got to blow it up before the aliens eat all their faces. Excuse me. I would say nuke them from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. But they're on a ship. So nuke it from far away? Well, you know what? You got to make sure. And there's only one way to really be sure, and that's to get in there and look around. So let us head on in. Let's head on in to this little thing and see what kind of stuff we can do to get them in there. All right. Oh wait, we need some music. Yeah, let's get ourselves some. There. That's. Come on, I can barely hear this. I can barely hear it. Yeah, this is weird. That you guys are hearing. Look at all that. All right, yeah, we've got ambient music. I love that whole thing. All right. Yeah, that's what we got. This is some fun stuff. All right. So, our guys have come in. Boom. All right. And who do we have on the docket? Well, we've got our master brother. Ooh, I'm the master. Who's the master? We'll call him Shonuff. And our 3 support brothers, all armed with flamethrowers. Take a bow. Yes, gentlemen. Take a bow. All right. Yes, look at these guys. Yes, we have all of these things. And why? Because, well, they're there. And to also show, hang on, yeah, this little camera is a little weird. Focus, I said focus. Yes, there we are. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk to these guys. Yeah, we've got Shonuff and the boys. Who's the master? Shonuff. no. Who is the master? Show enough. Who is the godfather of space hulks? Show enough. And again, yeah. All right, so we got these guys, and of course, oh, hang on here. Ooh. Yeah. And on the opposite side of the board, we've got, ooh, boy, look at all that. That is so much fun. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. It got to go. Hey, hey. All right. Yeah. And on this side of the board, we've got our aliens. We've got two groups of grunts, one soul snatcher, and one ravenous beast. He's so ravenous. So, ooh, yep, there we go. So, let's get on to this. All right, guys? And that's right. Now, when I play games alone, like if you guys are thinking I do all this stuff to be entertaining for you guys, no, when I play games alone, I literally do make all the voices. I'm like, hey, what's going? Who's trying to kill you? I don't know, but they better not try and kill me. Oh yeah, hey man, you know. So, what we're gonna do here, though, is we are going to have some fun with our deployment, okay? And deployment is going to be very simple. Our deployment is going to be all over the place. And why all over the place? Because stuff has got to be fun. And when I say fun, I mean enjoyable. You know, enjoyable and fun and all of that stuff. Because if we're not here to have fun, why not? That's right. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? I can dig it. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? All right. So, let us go to turn 1 with our battle brothers. Yeah, turn 1. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to vanish from this part. Yeah, turn 1 with our battle brother. Now, in Grimdark Firefight, each model is a solo, all right? And that is really important. Now, what we're going to do with these battle brothers, yeah, there we go. My headmaster, this guy here, he's going to look around. And then he's going to be like, yeah, we got to get this stuff going. What are we doing? We got to get this stuff going. But first, he is going to do a war chant. What does that mean? That means for each unmodified result of 6 to hit when attacking in melee, this model and all friendly units within 12 inches may roll 2 extra attacks. So, he's going to chant a song, and they're going to be able to punch harder. I don't know. What song is he doing? All right. Yeah. If you know, you know. All right. Let's, but he's going to be like, yeah, we're going to look on that. Now, standard movement in this game is about 6 inches. All right. But they can run up to 12 inches. If they run, I like the old rule of when you run, you're done. But he knows something over there, so he is going to do his war chant, and they're good. And now he is going to go this way. All right. He successfully secured one of the first bulkheads. But what is that coming up on his, what is that coming up on his radar? we have a Soul Snatcher. And the Soul Snatcher, now he's fast. So he gets an additional 2 inches to his move, so he can move 8 inches and still do something. And he is going to go forward. And he's a clever girl. And he opens the door. Oh my God, guys, it's a bug hunt. It's a bug hunt. All right. So now that the door is open, let me see if I can get you guys a better angle on this. Yeah, so the door is open and he's like, dude, what just happened? I don't know, man. This isn't good. He shouldn't be like this, man. There we go. Oh, why does this camera keep red shifting? I don't know. Let me see what I can do over here about this red shift. I have, yes. I have solutions because I went to film school. There we go. Just clear up that red shift. There. Yeah, there we go. Right there on that red shift. All right. And so what my guy is going to do over here. Oh no. There's a door. And of course, after he opens the door. Okay, hang on. And just, go in there. Fix that little red shift. There. And oh, this does not look good, buddy. No, that does not look good. No. He's got that guy right in there. All right. So, but unfortunately, but unfortunately, our little guy right here has already moved. So he gets his little thing there. All right. So we go back to these guys. Now, all right. So now this guy is like, oh, we got you, Sarge. We got you. And he's going to move his 6 inches. So about there. And just to mark it, all right. And now this guy can kind of see through the door with his flamethrower. Yeah, look at all that. So we gonna have some stuff, but unfortunately, though, this guy, let's call him Marcus. Yeah, Marcus, with his flamethrower, he's shooting through an open doorway. All right, so he's shooting through an open doorway, so he doesn't exactly have great line of sight. So, what he's gonna need, right here is he is going to get a penalty, which sucks. All right, yeah, he's going to get a penalty to his a major penalty to his attack value. So his quality is going to go from 3 to a 4. All right, so what he's going to need is he's going to need to roll 4s in order to hit. What about Chuck? Chuck could take a hit. So let's see. All right, we have 3 hits. 3 hits and none of them 6s. Oh, poop. All right, well, this guy, the Soul Snatcher here, he gets a defense roll now that he's been hit. Now the Soul Snatcher's defense is a 4+. So the 3 hits that this guy did it, let's call him Chuck, now get to be shrugged off, possibly. So if he gets a 4 or higher, then then he shakes the wound. Aha, he shook 1 wound, so he takes 2. Ouch. All right, so he hit him with the flamethrower, and it was, yeah, hit him with the flamethrower. All right, so he took 2 wounds, but he's got tough 3. So we'll see how that comes down. Now, ooh, focus. All right, so aliens. Now, these guys. Now this guy is like, oh, fresh meat. All right, and he is going to do some serious stuff. He's like, oh man, I'm so upset. And this ravenous beast, who has fast and strider, which means he gets 2 additional inches to his running and 4 addition to his charging, and he can jump over stuff. So he is going to go, rawr, I'm so mad. And he is going to use his 16 inches. His 16 inches of movement to take down the captain. All right, so let's see. Hang on, let's get a wider shot of this. I hope you guys are learning right now that battle reports can be a little difficult. There we go. Yeah, so he's got 16 inches, which is more than enough. And he is going to be like, roar, roar, hop, wall, ceiling, and drop down here. Brr. And that right there is terrifying. Yes, there we are. And it's like, no, Sarge, no. Now, this ravenous beast, this ravenous beast right here, he's got a couple of different claws. Now, the first thing he's going to do is his smashing claw. Okay. Now, his smashing claws are A3. And so he gets 3 dice to roll, and his quality is 4+. And oh my God. Oh, so he hit twice with 2 6s. Now the Sarge gets a defense roll. However, the ravenous beast, his claws are smashing, so they go through his armor. So although the Sarge might need a 3 or better to shake off the hits, well, the smashing claws have an armor penetration of 4. So the Sarge now needs a 7. Oh God, no. Oh no, that's 12. So in order to not take these hits, he's got to roll 6s, because 6s always succeed. Let's take a look. Oh, he shook one of them, but he still took 1 point of damage, but we are not through. No. We are so not through, because the ravenous beast can now use his razor claw, which also has an attack of 3 dice, but no armor piercing. He has an attack of 4, and he rolled 2 4s and a 1. So since this is no armor piercing, the Sarge needs to roll a 3 or higher in order to shake those off, because they don't come with armor penetration. Ooh, that hurts. Now, the Sarge is tough, so he's got 3 hit points. Oh, that is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And now he has to roll a die. And it is 1 die plus 1, or however many wounds he has on him. For tough figures like the captain, he's got to hope to roll less than 5, because if it combines to an 8 or higher, he's dead. So 3 plus 4 is 7. Cool, he'll be knocked down, but the first thing he gets to do is hit him back, because that's what we do in this game. we hit things back. And since he did the war chant, if he rolls a 6 on this hit, he gets 3 more. 3 more or 2 more? 3 more or 2 extra attacks. So he's gonna roll. He needs a 3 or higher to hit. He rolled a 6. Oh my god. And he also gets 2 more attacks that also hit at 3 or higher because his roll chant is awesome. 1, no hit, and 2, another hit, a comparable hit. So the Ravenous Beast now has to roll his defense, which is 4 up. So he needs to roll 4, 5, or 6 to shake those hits. And he shook off 1 of them. All right. So the Ravenous Beast takes a hit, and the captain also rolls a hit, but he gets knocked down. No, I'm so tired. Oh, that was terrible. That was super terrible. And again, So let's go over and see what the rest of the crew is doing. This guy comes along and he's like, no, Sarge, that's not cool. And of course, he moves forward to there, and he's like, die, you stupid bug, die. And since he has a flamethrower, he gets 6 attacks total. All right, and he also hits on a 3. And he's relentless, so every time he rolls a 6, he gets an extra attack. Okay, he hit 5 times. So let's see if the Ravenous Beast, who has a defense of 4, can shake these wounds. Oh, he shakes all but 1. But that's okay. He gets a second one. Now he's tough too, or he's tough as well. So he's getting closer. But now it's time for the grunts to come in. Now the grunts are also fast. So they're gonna run in like Izzes. All right, these guys are coming in. Hang on, let me get a better angle at this. Much better angle. Oop. Oop. There we are. All right, and these guys are going to activate. Now, there's 3 of these guys in a thing, and they are going to run super forward. Okay, just to be like, we're bearing down on you. Ah. And of course, they stay in unit coherency. Isn't that fun? But now, we've still got this guy. So he's going to move forward. And now he has a hard choice to make. Does he take out these Raveners? Or does he take out the thing that's killing the sergeant? Or does he try and take out those new guys that showed up? Well, we gotta save the Sarge, man. Gotta save the Sarge. So he is just gonna do a point blank into the butt. Look at that. Oh, woo, blah. And since he has 6 attacks, he needs 3s or higher on these rolls. Oh, well, this is interesting because he's relentless. So that's a miss. That's a miss, but these are hits. However, for each 6 he rolls, a natural 6, he gets another attack. And that one hit, and the second 6 also hits. No, these 6s do not stack. All right, but he hit this guy in the butt for 6 hit points. All right, we're talking, yeah. So it literally was whoosh. I'll be able to afford special effects for this one day when I have more patrons. And so now that guy has to shake it off at 4 or higher. And he shook off 1, 2, 3. All right. But he still took, 4. He shook off 4 of them. So he took 2 more. And now he has to roll a die to see if he dies. Remember, the wounds that are on there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, plus this die, if it equals 8 or higher, that thing is dead, dead. Dead, dead, dead ski. Let's take a look. 4 and 4. Oh, it's 8. It is exactly 8. So he falls on his back and he goes up in a big pile of what smells like lobster and body funk. No. And but we've got, oh wait. But we've also got another unit of little grunts over here. And the unit of little grunts over here are like, hey, they can run. They can run up to 16 inches. That's here. And they're going to be like, oh, look at all of this blood on the ground. Slip, slip, slurp, slurp. Oh, look at, oh yeah, look at the bird. And now that the whole turn is over, yeah, the whole turn is over. And our soldiers are no closer to their stated goal. Oop. And the monsters are everywhere. But let's take a really quick break and head back to let's head back to the Wizard's Tower. Hey guys, how you doing out there? Yeah, that's right. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff here by myself. Let me check out some of these comments because y'all are fun. Oh, we got Gray Ghost going, oh dear God, no. Along with, let's see, yeah, we still got the guys over on YouTube just like, yeah, hey man, it's good to have y'all on. Something from the Tiny Tim would also get the battle blood pounding. Yeah, maybe. Let's see, Oompa Loompa Doopity Dee, we're gonna crump them till they can't see. Nope, I'm not using orcs, okay, but orcs are in this game, dude. Because this is literally just a pastiche of Warhammer 40k. And yeah, if you haven't quite gotten it, we're kind of playing the Arcs of Omen storyline, or the Arcs of Omen set, but I wanted to take some time to talk about the set, the stuff that I put together for the game, all right? Now these things, let me just pull this thing up real quick here. Okay. These things are dungeon sticks, all right? These are 3D printed and will be as for those of you guys that have been watching the show for a while, I have been fighting with different stores and stuff like that, you know, like Etsy and eBay and all that stuff. But we are working on another thing so that you guys can order this stuff. And for the complete board set here, it's going to be a lot less than you would pay from other companies, but I'm not painting it for you. And if you guys have 3D printers, then you guys can do the stuff yourself, you know, because real talk, we're about playing the game, all right? This board that I have here is one that I put together last week, actually, and I'm really happy with how it came out. But I'm going to put it on to you guys. Would you rather buy a board like this or see how to make one for yourself? All right. Because either way, that might actually determine some of the content. So leave a comment for that kind of thing. Personally, if I show you guys how to make one on camera, I will probably put that one up for sale. But I have all the material lists and all that stuff. But you guys are going to have to go to Decker's on the book. But while we're talking about all this stuff, this is the time where I get to you guys and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to beg because, again, You guys are the ones that keep this going. I don't run ads. I don't do anything on that. So if you guys want to join the Patreon, that would be awesome. If you guys don't want another bill or, or another subscription service, that's cool too. I literally just put, excuse me, the donation button in the tab. All right, or in the chat. So that's what all this stuff is looking at. All right, guys. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Now let's get back to the game. Now, since all this stuff has come down the way that it's come down, oh my God, it's kind of ugly. And how is it kind of ugly? Well, it's simple. Let me just move that. Yeah, that's better. Well, since the soldiers, you know, let's call them the regal closed hands, you know, who are inspired by but legally distinct from other factions from other games. Since they finished first, they get to go first. All right. That tends to be how I play it when I'm playing by myself. Sometimes when you're playing with a friend, you can roll for initiative every turn. That's all up to you. Ain't nothing set in stone. All right. So here's the downside. We got the captain down here. Now, if he's charged by someone, while he's in that prone state, the hit automatically hits and he's out of the game. So although I should clean my kids off the board here real quick. So he is going, oh, wow, that was accidental. He is going to stand up. And that's all he can do this round, which sucks. You know, really sucks. He's like, oh, God, oh, Elizabeth, I'm coming for you, Elizabeth. Oh, no, wait, I stand up. All right. By the way, I see there's a lot of people watching, which is awesome. Thank you so much, guys. If you guys play any of the games from One Page Rules, let me know if I'm getting any rules messed up, because that would be kind of cool. So, yeah, he's going to stand up, and he's going to stand up on this side of the gate because, well, yeah, that works. According to the rules on the boards, a figure can't be charged if they can't make line of sight on them. So he's just gonna stand up and go over there because he's kind of hurting, but he doesn't get an attack this turn. That sucks. So, but that counts for him. Now this soul snatcher, I open the door. Since he's so fast, he's going to be like, you hit me with a flamethrower. And he is going to charge this guy all the way over here. Num, 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 num. And then that is the case. Oh, this is going to be ugly. He's got piercing claws. And that is A3, AP1, and rending. So, what is A3? Well, he gets 3 dice to attack. All right. And he needs a 3 or higher. Ooh, he hit with 2 of them. Now, rending would have made his armor piercing +4. Instead, it's only a +1. So, this guy here is not cool. He gets a defense roll, and his defense is normally 3. But since it's armor piercing 1, it's now 4. So he needs a 4 or higher. Ooh, that hurt. So he takes 2 hits. Now he's not tough like his captain. So what that means is, he has to roll a die. And if the result of those dice equals 6, not 8, 6, then he is dead ski. No! He's just like, oh God, I'm dead. And this guy's like, oh, wait a second. Let me just take that all the way back over there. Sorry, I didn't get, okay. And he's like, "Arr, arr, 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 look at all, arr, 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 arr." And since he killed a guy, he can move up to 3 inches. Hey, buddy, how you doing? All right. And yeah, that was kind of terrifying. All right, but the captain is safe so far. So this guy is like, what? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm going over here to protect my captain. And yeah. And I'm gonna shoot these guys with my flamethrower. Because yeah, that guy was way too busy eating Ted over there, so he's trying to neutralize another threat. So he hits on 3s or higher. Ooh, well, he missed with 1, but since he has the relentless trait, that 6 counts as another attack as well. All right, and he rolled the same thing, but that's okay. These 3 guys right here, since he's being shot by them, okay, they get a defense roll, and their defense unfortunately is 5 up, so they need 5s. Unless, let me double check on this heavy flamethrower because it might be AP1. It is AP1, so they need 6s. Look at all the 6s. No 6s, so these guys take 5. Here's the thing. This guy, and that guy. Okay, well, the first 2, they go up. But that's only 3 hits. 3 hits. Okay, so here's 4 and 5. And since that guy is still there, all right, he now rolls a die. And since he's the last one there, this die result plus the 3 wounds he has on him has got to equal 6, or has got to equal 5 or less. So let's hope for a 2. It's a 5. Oh my god, these flamethrowers are just doing such a job. No, what a world, what a world, what a world. The smell of lobster is thick within the ship. All right. But guess what happens now? These guys, these guys are going to be like, no, you killed Fritz! You killed Fritz! No, you killed Fritz! And they are just going to swarm this poor dude. Alright, and why would they swarm the dude? They're so squishy. Well, because they have 3 razor claws. Now this is how it works. There's 3 of them, so they each have 2, so that's 6. However, they have the Furious rule, which means each one of them gets an additional die when they charge. 1, 2, 3. So they're rolling 9 dice, but they need 5s or higher. However, they also have poison, so they're going to get even more dice. For every 6 they roll, each successful 6 turns into 2 more successful hits. All right, so these guys, they hit a lot. So, let's take a look and roll them dice. Oh my god. Fail, 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 fail. However, he rolled 3 6s. So the defense roll against that guy is going to be these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, top 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And all of these dice have to be a 3 or higher. So, let's see what this looks like. All right. Succeed. 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 Yes. 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 Oof. All right. So, this guy here to save the captain takes 4 damage from these guys. Now, this guy now has to roll 1 die, add all of them up, and see what happens. If it's a 1, he lives and he'll get to hit back before he falls down. But it's not a 1, it's a 4. So these guys just hey, Mister. And since they did that, they can advance 3 inches. Oh, this is just terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying. And they go into the captain. All right. But now, we've got this guy. And this guy is kind of stuck. He's like, do I save the captain or do I try and finish the mission? Let's be real. Let's save the captain from that guy right there. So he's going to go over here to the door. Excuse me. And he is going to shoot that guy with his flamethrower, because flamethrowers are awesome. All right, he needs a 3 or higher, and he's relentless, so let's hope for 6s. Well, he only missed 1. So now this guy gets a defense roll, the Soul Snatcher here. He needs 4s. And he'll take 3 more. All right, but he's tough, so we're doing the equation to 8. All right. So, all right, so this guy will need a 3 or less. Wait, sorry, he'll need 1 or 2 in order not to go up like crazy. Nope, he burns. Burn, burn. I didn't even get to cast a spell. Rumble, rumble, rumble. And, and with the captain and Fritz and most of the other bugs gone, we are possibly looking at a board clear, and that can be kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Oh boy. Yeah. So, yep. So, let's head back to the Wizard's Tower and check that out. So, you guys having fun with this? Because I know I am, but then I very rarely get to sit in front of people going, oh no, Mr. Boogeyman, who's trying to kill you? I don't know, but they better. Oh my God, no. Hey, Pepe, how's it going? Why, Pepe, why? We've also got Violet TV. Knights of G. What's up, y'all? All G's. What's going on there? Let's see. We've got Not a Bot, definitely 6. The King of Living Room Furniture. This is unreal. Very cool. Yeah, this is unreal. Kata, Kayla. Like, oh wow, you guys are so there. I'm really digging that there are so many people here. I'm having fun with it. This is definitely there because I enjoy playing. I really do. Like I said, I like playing games. I like looking at games and all of that stuff. All right. So yeah, I mean that right there is a real thing. So let's get back to finishing up this game. Okay, let's get back to finishing up this game. And if you guys are like me and like things like battle reports on YouTube and stuff like that, yeah, they're very hard to film, and you guys are starting to see why. All right, let's head on back. Well, so since the bugs finished first, Okay. The soldiers go. Now this soldier is gonna be like, all we gotta do is clear out these last one, and I gotta save the sergeant. So he is going to advance, just move up his 6 inches, just to make sure that he is in range. Because his flamethrower only can shoot 1 foot. All right. But what's he looking at? Oh, look at that there. Look at that right there. This guy, yep, has a straight on shot to these dudes. So let's make this happen and see if some cool stuff happens. Again, he needs 3s, but let's hope for 6s. Ooh, let's see. Miss. But these 6s give him 2 more hits or 2 more rolls because he's relentless. All right, so 5 hits. So these guys, these little dudes, these cute little alien guys right here, they need 5s or higher. Oh no, 6s or higher because they're AP1. And then, yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, they saved 1, but they still took 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, and there's only 3 of them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And since that last guy is there, he gets to roll a die. If this die is 1, 2, or 3, it lives, but it's knocked over. Let's take a look. 3, 4, 5. Oh, it lived. It lived. It falls over. All right, there we go. But on its turn, it stands up. And that's all it can do. And so the Sarge looks at it. Hey, buddy, you want to come home and be my pet? Well, guess what? I'm going to sing my word chant. Doop, doop, slap. Doop, doop, clap. All right. And now he is going to hit the thing with his close combat weapon. So let's see if he can butt check it. He only gets 1, but if it's a 6, he'll be able to hit it 2 more times. But let's take a look. It is a 6. All right. So let's take a look here. 1, another hit, and 2, another hit. Now a CCW is just a 1, so these guy, this last guy needs to roll 5 or 6s in order to survive. Woo! 1, 2, but he takes another hit. Oh, he takes another hit. Now he gets to roll that die, and if it's a 1 or a 2, he'll live, and I'll get to hit back. Let's take a look. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so he now gets to hit back with his thing, and he'll hit on a 5, and he missed both. Okay, so the captain backs up. All right. The captain backs up, and now he falls over. And that's the end of the round. We know what's going to happen now, right? We totally know what's going to happen now. Yeah, so again, let's just get this out of the way. New turn. Now, let's see here. Boom, boom. So this guy stands up. Oh, and that's all he can do. But he's done. And this guy comes in and says, "Hey, bud, how you doing? This is really gonna hurt." So he needs to roll 3s or better. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since he's relentless, he gets another attack. 1. All right. So now this little guy needs to roll 6 6s in order to survive. 1 6. But he takes 5 more hits, which means this guy, MVP right here, he's taken all of that damage, and there's no way he can make the roll to just fall over. So he is cooked. He's cooked. He is out of there. And now, the captain can go run around here, and they can finish with the self-destruction of the ship. All right? So, that, my friends, has been super fun. We totally have a victory for the space soldiers. All right? And that has been Grimdark Firefight. It's quick, it's easy. You know, in truth, if you guys are gamers the same way that I am, you guys have noticed with a lot of games that are marked skirmish or whatever, you can spend half of the day setting up your table and then the rest of the weekend playing a singular game where you're like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But One Page Rules' games, be it Firefight, Grimdark Future, which is the army level game, Age of Fantasy, which is the army level fantasy game, or Age of Fantasy Skirmish, these games are really made to be played within an hour or 2 hours, you know? A friend of mine from a long time ago, part of my old gaming group, hit me up last week. Oh wait, let me kill the ambient. Forgot about that. Yeah, we had the music. That's just how we do. That's all fun. So, but yeah, this dude called me up, and he's like, you know what, dude? I finally got around to trying One Page Rules, and I regret not listening to you 3 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, it's almost like I know what I'm talking about, huh? Because he went from not playing the game at all to looking at the rules, setting up a table, and playing 2 games of the army level game within 4 hours on a Saturday. His friend came over, they did the thing, they played the game, they had fun, and his friend packed up and went home, and it was perfect. It was all the way there, you know? And he was like, dude, I gotta reach out to Solar on this one because he was right about this game. I'm like, yeah, I know I was right. You gotta learn to not be so damn cynical. Yeah. So, but yeah, and you know, like I said, I wanted you guys to hang out with me and play. Let's see if there's some comments out here. I'm really loving that there's so many of you guys watching today. Major shout outs to, let's see, Oella, Alisadra, Carthulu, Commander Root, Drapsnatch, M10, Glenn Couch, Grey Ghost 82, Issa Bay, Kata, Kayla 18067, Knights of OG, or Knights of G, Neon Arlecchino, Not a Bot, definitely 6. Let's see, not a Bot, Def now 9. Sofa King Super, this is Unreal, LOL, Violet's TV, and YP. Yeah, this has been super fun, and I want to thank you guys for joining me on that today. Knights of OG, thank you for following me last week. That was so awesome. Along with Lank 11, who followed today. I believe it's Jay Truitt, 1999, who followed last week as well. So thank you guys for reaching out and all that stuff, because this is really big. This is what I do for a living, as much as I want to do it for a living. But you know, I need the viewership and the subscriptions and the donations and the Patreon and all that stuff, because I empty cargo containers for a living, and that is really hard on my butt. But with all that being said, hey, look at that. Yeah. Okay. Yep, there we go. All right, but I want to thank all of you guys for being here. If you guys got questions or comments or anything along those levels, just hit me up at backinthedeck@gmail.com. That's BACKINTHEDECK at gmail.com. You can also hit me up over on Twitter and Twitch. Follow me on TikTok under BidP. I mean, that is one of the things that we do, and that's really, really, really fun. And of course, if you're part of that wretched hive of scum and villainy, known as Facebook, then hit us up, reach on out, because that is some really, really cool stuff that you guys can do to help us out with all of that stuff. In the meantime, thank you guys for showing up. I used to do this 5 days a week. I'm trying to make sure that the schedule is open now. I've got a bunch of Sisters of Battle that I need to paint, and so I might be doing that on air tomorrow. I'm not quite sure, because I have to come up with a paint scheme and all that stuff, and I have to prepare for a storm that's incoming in the Southern California area. But with all of that, thank you guys for showing up. And if anybody tells you that you can't have the hobbies you like or play the games you like because of the circumstances of your birth, be it race, religion, creed, gender identity, sexual orientation, your disabilities, or your budget, you can tell those people to take any of those cards and put them back in the deck. This is Solar Gray, the Cinematic Sorcerer. I'm putting up the stat cards for both of these armies on Deckers on the Book, on Facebook, on the Discord, and of course on the One Page Rules community tab on the Facebook group. So thank you guys for showing us how to do this and taking a look at our board setup and all that stuff. So thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time, either on the dark side of the room, or in the hobby hall, or in the game gallery. We'll take a look. But until then, we'll see you guys later.